Have you ever wondered why some people earn six figures, build successful careers, and still never become wealthy? Meanwhile, others with average incomes quietly accumulate millions over time. Most people think the biggest threat to building wealth is a stock market crash. Others blame inflation. Some point to taxes. But according to many successful investors and entrepreneurs, the biggest wealth killer isn't any of those things. It's something far more dangerous, because most people don't even realize it's happening, and by the time they do, decades have already passed. Today, we're talking about the #1 wealth killer no one talks about, and if you can avoid it, you may completely change your financial future. Most people believe wealth is built through big moments, a lucky investment, a business breakthrough, a huge promotion, a winning stock pick. But real wealth is usually built through thousands of small decisions repeated consistently over many years. And that's exactly why the biggest wealth killer is so difficult to spot. Because it doesn't destroy your finances overnight. It slowly drains them, month after month, year after year. The wealth killer I'm talking about is lifestyle inflation. The moment your income increases, your expenses increase right alongside it. You get a raise. You buy a more expensive car, you move into a bigger house, you upgrade your vacations, you increase your subscriptions, you start spending more simply because you can. Nothing feels irresponsible. In fact, everything feels justified. After all, you've worked hard for it. The problem is that every dollar spent today is a dollar that can no longer compound for decades. Let's look at the math. Imagine two people earning the same income. Person A invests an extra $500 per month. Person B spends that same $500 upgrading their lifestyle. After 30 years, assuming a reasonable rate of return, Person A may have accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly over $1 million. Person B has nicer memories, nicer possessions, and a lifestyle that feels successful, but far less wealth. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It was the decision to prioritize assets over appearances. Here's what makes lifestyle inflation so dangerous. The more successful you become, the harder it is to notice. When someone earning $40,000 buys something expensive, it feels significant. When someone earning $250,000 does the same thing, it feels normal. Expenses quietly expand to fill every increase in income. And suddenly, someone earning 3 times more than they did a decade ago is still living paycheck to paycheck. The tragedy is that many people spend years chasing higher income without ever fixing the habits that prevent wealth accumulation. They believe the next raise will solve everything. Then the next raise arrives, and nothing changes. Because income doesn't create wealth. The gap between what you earn and what you keep creates wealth. Think about the first-generation millionaires you've heard about. Most didn't become wealthy because they earned the highest salaries. They became wealthy because they consistently invested the difference. They bought assets, businesses, real estate, stocks, cash flow producing investments. They understood that every dollar has a job. It can either make you look rich today or help make you rich tomorrow. The choice seems small in the moment, but over decades, the outcomes become dramatically different. Another hidden form of lifestyle inflation is something most people never consider. The desire to keep up with people around you. A friend buys a luxury car. You start thinking about upgrading yours. A coworker moves into a larger home. Suddenly your house feels smaller. Social media makes this even worse. Every day we're exposed to carefully curated versions of other people's lives. And without realizing it, we begin spending money to maintain an image rather than build financial freedom. The irony is that truly wealthy people often look surprisingly ordinary. They understand something that many people never learn. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the investments, the equity, the ownership, the assets quietly growing in the background. The flashy lifestyle gets attention. The invisible assets create freedom. Now, this doesn't mean you should never enjoy your money. That's not the lesson. The goal isn't to become obsessed with saving every penny. The goal is intentional spending. Spend aggressively on the things that genuinely improve your life, but be equally aggressive about investing in your future. because every financial decision is a trade-off between today's comfort and tomorrow's freedom. The people who build lasting wealth understand this balance. They don't let every increase in income become an excuse to increase spending. Instead, they use higher income to acquire more assets, more investments, more ownership, more opportunities. And over time, those assets begin working harder than they do. That's when wealth starts compounding. That's when financial stress starts disappearing. And that's when money becomes a tool instead of a source of anxiety. So if you're looking for the #1 wealth killer no one talks about, it's not the market, it's not inflation, it's not taxes. It's the habit of increasing your lifestyle every time your income increases. Because wealth isn't built by what you earn. It's built by what you keep, invest, and allow to compound over time. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into wealth building, investing, and personal finance. And let us know in the comments, what's one expense you've eliminated that helped accelerate your financial goals? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.